What's up, folks? This is Jeff. I'm going to take all the footage from week 11, which is day 31, 32, and 33. I'm going to put them all into one video. I've only taken maybe one or two of the exercises and featured them in the video, so I'm going to play back what I've got cut up and just comment to that stuff. I mean, the week was a normal grind. I was on my second to the final week, so you know, it's back on the deload. I'm just doing the normal thing, and yeah, you know, I'll comment to see if there's anything that really stuck out. You know, talk about random stuff along the way. Here we go. So I'm trying to stretch out a little bit as I get into the lift. You know, I really got to get my rotator cuffs loosened up. So I spent a lot of time during the warm-ups, the squats, doing that. I believe this is day 31, right? So let me check my app. May 18th, that's day 31. So for that day, I was squatting 250. The bench press, I'll be doing 195. And the barbell row, I'll be doing 185. I kind of stuck at 185 because every time I went to 190, I couldn't finish it. So, you know, stuck with the 185 until I got comfortable with it. So here we go with the more of the squats. The form is good. My depth, I think, is pretty damn good. It's below parallel. It's right where I want it to be. Moving the camera just a little bit, and I really feel it in the legs every time I squat. So my knees pop every so often. I've kind of gotten over it. You know, if it's gonna keep popping, it's gonna pop whenever it can. I do my best to not let it pop, but it's unavoidable. As long as it doesn't hurt, I'm fine. Here we go. I'm gonna be going on with the barbell, the bench press. And for the bench press, like I said, I was at 195. Actually at 195 during May 18th. I feel like I was higher than that. Anyway, yeah, I guess it's 195. So here we go. I think I was excited to break 200 here. I only showed one set of that. Anyway, Pendlay rows. Yep, same old 185. I think in order to kind of change up the intensity of the Pendlays, I started doing the deficits, you know, because for some reason I couldn't progress over 5 pounds. So I was like, you know what, 185 is fine. I'll just stick with it. I kept going with that, you know, and this is the A workout. So for this week, it's ABA. So here we go again, side view, back is flat. I'm kind of tilted forward down, but because of the deficit, it helps my body stay parallel. You know, like I'm kind of like on a decline with my upper torso, but you know, naturally when I pull up, then I just become flat. So it really helps with keeping a flat back, keeping the flat lower back, you know. Yeah, so that's with the Pendlays. Back with the squats, you know, StrongLifts, you do a lot of squats. That's like, I feel like that's all you do, but it does help with your strength. It just, damn it, you just do a lot of squats. This is day 32, and day 32's date is May 20. I guess I just stuck with 250 the entire time because I'm back at 250 here for this day. So yeah, that's it. I just stuck with 250. I think I did 250 again for May 22. Yeah, that's right. I think I mentioned that in other videos before. I stuck with 250 for the weights because it was hard enough, but it was easy enough so I can get through the weight. So I can get through the rest of the workouts. And yeah, depth is fine. Everything was consistent. I think at this point, you know, with StrongLifts, I was like, that's it. I'm gonna keep doing these weights just as I'm comfortable with it. I think the only things that were still progressing were my deadlifts, my bench, kind of my bench, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, that's why I know I mentioned it before I started doing different programs and stuff like that. And if you look on my Instagram, you've already seen that I moved on to a different program, and I guess that's why, you know. It comes to a certain point in StrongLifts where you can't just keep increasing the weight every single day, you know? And this is no different. Moving on to overhead press, still did 135. You know, I love being able to do 135 on the overhead press. It just looks cool having a plate on both sides. I know I mentioned that before. Here's some of the footage. You know, It's kind of funny just looking back at this stuff because that was all my weight down to my lowest weight, which is 187. I'm 195 right now. I gained 7 pounds since EDC, and I'm trying to lose it all back. I really kind of scaled back on the aggressive cutting, and I've just kind of enjoyed myself for a lot of bit, not a little bit. It's been 4 weeks, I think, since EDC, and I've been trying to slowly get back into the groove. Not too drastic, you know. Before my carbs were 135, my protein was 200, my fats were 50. Now I'm like around 150, 180 with carbs, still 200 with protein, and then with fat I'm 50. But honestly, what I do is I keep everything really low. I have it's anywhere between 800 to 1,000 calories at the end of the day, which kind of leaves me with maybe like 80 to 100 carbs, about 100 protein, and maybe 25 fat. So I've still got to eat relatively light. But I get enough to eat out if I need to, and I've been eating out a lot in the evenings. So, you know, I'm just being honest. That's what's going on. It's a journey. It doesn't happen overnight, and sometimes there's ups and downs, I guess. Deadlifts, 260. You know, I really enjoy doing deadlifts, and with my new programming, I'm happy because I get to do 6 sets of deadlifts now. This one I only do 1, and it kind of misleads you. You know, in StrongLifts, deadlifts get misleading because if you think you can do a whole lot of deadlifts, you can't. You only do 1 set. So, you know, no matter how heavy it was, I think at my peak it was 285. I was like, I can do this, I can do this. I was so wiped out from that 1 set. I was like, forget it, you know. And then when I started my new programming, it's a little bit lighter. No, I'll talk about it later. It's a little bit lighter, but geez, it's actually pretty hard doing more than just 1 set. This is day 33. As you can see, it's a drastic change in my clothes. I got a lot more confident in my clothes because I got a little skinnier, and I'm looking at the camera smiling because of how awkward it looks. Yeah, I'm wearing all orange. I really like those pants. I know they look funny, but I really enjoy wearing them for some reason. May 22. This is, yeah, May 22, day 33. I actually went for 190. For 190 on the barbell row. Here I am just doing some warm-up squats in between sets. I think this is only 185. I didn't even show the 250. I mean, whatever, you know. This is a full set right here. This is I don't know, the 3rd or 4th set. I'm looking at the camera, just acknowledging it. And yeah, I'm back at 250 on the squat. Depth is fine. You can see that on the side view. What else can I say? Yeah, even looking at this now, my stomach was a little bit smaller, just a smidge. I can just tell, you know. It's good looking at old footage because it knows where it shows where you've been, and then it kind of tells you to stay on track for where you can go, you know. Because I'm a little bit off track right now. Bench press, 200 pounds. Finally hit 200 pounds. Did a full set on that. That was fine. I like posing in front of the camera when before I start, you know. I always think of Akuma. And I think I mentioned that in one of the first few weeks. I did like a little cartoon thing with it, but I kind of stopped doing that. The editing, I don't have as much time to edit as I did, but yeah. I'm still going with the commentary. It's still fun, you know. Like, I know I'm slow with it, but I still do it. I still go into the gym. I still record. I'm just waiting to find time to actually comment on this stuff because I like logging it, you know. It's fun going back and seeing this stuff because this is from May, you know. Right now it's July. It's July 16. May, June, July. It's been like 2 months, almost. God, where have I been? All right, another set of the bench press, and I'm not wearing any straps here, you know. I figured as long as I keep the thing is, if you have really good form, if you can really control the weight, you don't need the straps. At least that's how I'm seeing it. That's how I feel it. You know, I don't feel any issues with my wrists. I don't feel any issues with my elbows. You know, and if I do feel like something is gonna start, if something gets tight, like if I feel like my shoulder, my rotator cuffs, my elbows, or my wrists kind of get some pain, I tighten everything up even further, right? Keep your elbows really right next to your lats. You know, squeeze the life out of the bar. It'll keep your wrists straight. right? If you squeeze, just squeeze it, like it'll just somehow it just makes sense. It all just straightens out, and it's in the proper form. And then if I really can't lift it, then I start pressing into the ground. You know, I know I should do all that stuff all at the same time, but sometimes you just gotta like kind of emphasize another body part with it to help it get up. I don't know. You know, maybe that's why it's one of the main lifts. You know, maybe it's predominantly a chest exercise, but it does kind of work almost everything in your body as well. Pen-lay rows. This is the last exercise of the week for week 11, and yeah, I did a 5, 5, 5, 5, and then the last one I actually only did 4, and I stopped after that. You know, back to 185 again. Still with the deficits, you know. I like this angle because it really shows my traps. It really shows my delts. It's a nice angle. It makes me look cool. And that's week 11, man. You know, normal grind. I did fail on. I did get a stall. I can't say. I shouldn't say fail. I stalled out on the last set of pen-lay rows. Whatever. I'll get it back. You know. And that's that for the second to the last week of officially being on StrongLifts, right? You're supposed to do this for 12 weeks. If you follow the website, you follow it for 12 weeks, it'll show your progression. They even give you like a spreadsheet to work with. It's so easy. But honestly, if you just use the app, it'll keep you on track the entire time. You know, it even dings when you're in between breaks, so you know when it's time to get back on that platform or get back in the rack and start lifting again. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, like, comment up your feedback, send me some plur vibes if you're down and you feel that, and I'll see you in the next episode when I get back into rec mode. Thank you.